Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Australia season 6 episode 25. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So we pick up where we left off. Sophie is in part wanting to go home, but also wanting to work on things with Dylan. Girl, I don't know why. I do not know why.
Now I've lost all respect for myself tonight because you did that.
You lost all respect for yourself because I did that. Come on.
I don't know. I honestly didn't do anything that bad. Like, I'm exploring connections. I really, really, really want things to work out with Dylan. He's just going to shut down now, which he told me he would. He's not hearing you out. That's okay for now. I don't want to be here anymore. It's just made me look so bad. No one likes me here right now. No, but do we like anyone here right now?
So I don't know if actually, no, I know exactly what it is. I can tell who watches the video all the way through and who just stops the video at the point where it's like, oh my gosh, I have to comment on this, and then just doesn't finish the video. Because some people believed that I gave Dylan all the smoke and Sophie no smoke. Couldn't be further from the truth. I've been said Sophie needed to tell the truth from time. So I personally don't understand why she wants to get back with Dylan because of the way that he handled movie night. However, from the jump, Sophie had to hold herself accountable for her actions. The way that she acted in Hotel Amour, although it is her prerogative, she was gonna have to answer for it at the end of the day. And she was given multiple opportunities to be clear with Dylan and chose not to. Whether or not it was for self-preservation, the reality is she chose not to. And now she's, getting the backlash from that decision. So she says that the way that Dylan spoke to her made her lose all respect for herself. And I'm thinking, okay, he embarrassed you. I'll definitely give you that. But he only could comment on something that you did. So I mean, it's not even helpful to keep going to the past, but if she's going to be upset at the fact that he exposed something that she could have jumped ahead of, I don't understand that. I don't get it. The first thing she could have done was not do it in the first place, but she did it, right? And she still wants to get back with Dylan. She could have been honest. And because she wasn't, that's why she's in the position she is today. Should Dylan have said what he said in the way that he said it? Absolutely not. But Dylan is not to blame for the thing happening in the first place. Later on in bed, she questions if Dylan had premeditated this. Yes. From last week, the man said, "I'll make you look like twice the fool." Baby, when he said it, he meant it. Nico says he wants to talk to Hannah to get some clarity on some things that he saw during movie night. He's had questions about whether or not she was being genuine with him, and now he just wants to get to the bottom of it.
Did you always feel that there was no banter and I was just like too cute? Banter and vibe with Tamar, so I'm waiting for Tay to be single?
No, not at all. I did like you, and I did genuinely see a future with you. You know the fireman competition?
Yeah.
That's when I definitely knew there was something there.
Genuinely thought you were like the most beautiful, nicest girl. You were exactly my girl to a T. And I was like, we could have had something. Maybe I was just like a love blind sort of thing.
So it is to be noted that Nico is speaking in past tense. He said, when I came here, you were my type on paper. I wanted the Margot Robbie, whatever, right? Now, the way that he's been reacting this last week or so, it does kind of feel like he does have feelings for Hannah still, and he's just masking that with his connection with Mia. But in this conversation, he is speaking in past tense. He also said, now Hannah girl. He also says, maybe I was just like clouded with my like in love, whatever, something to the effect of having like rose-colored glasses on. But he used the word love. And so when Hannah heard that, she was like, oh my gosh, he still has feelings for me. Now, babes, that's not what he said. She's like, oh, but he said the word love. Yeah, he said it, but it was in a specific context. She just took that word and ran with it. She goes straight to Mia. She also pulls in Taylor, and she's like, yeah, I think he still likes me.
He said I was like he's the sort of girl with personality, good bubbly, good banter. Because he said like I looked like Margot Robbie.
Do you think he still has feelings for you?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, no, you do.
But he did say something like, with the word love. So sorry, guys. I have the memory of a goldfish, so please don't quote me. Weirdly taken back by it.
I think he's still got the hots for you. I catch him staring and I don't like it. I look like a fucking dickhead.
No, you don't, Mia.
Fuck that. I'm out of here. I'll pack my shit and leave tomorrow. Couldn't give a fuck. Yuck. Yuck. Thanks for telling me.
No worries.
Now, do I think Nico still has feelings for Hannah? I do think that there's some residual feelings there for sure. I don't think that's something you can shut off completely unless you are like blatantly disrespected. I think that helps in somebody getting over something. Like M, for example. I do think she genuinely does not like Taylor anymore because of how Taylor treated her after, you know, all their dramas and stuff. With Nico, a part of me does think sometimes like, are you just masking, you know? And it's okay if you mask, but you can also see why some people would read into him still having feelings for her. Now, the man just said maybe he was just love struck and he was just caught up in the feelings of whatever. And Hannah misinterpreted that completely. Taylor is like, I think you're reading into it, which she is. Mia is not hearing any of it. She starts to spiral. She's like, oh, see, this is why I don't trust men. I knew it. He'd be looking at you and stuff. And I always question, hey. Nico was already on a tight leash when it comes to Mia. And now it just went from bad to worse. She's consistently looking for reasons to crucify Nico. And I'm thinking, if you are looking for the worst already in your partner, he probably shouldn't be your partner. In the previous episode, she said that she struggles to trust men. If you're not going to give Nico a clean slate or at least the benefit of the doubt, you're wasting your time with him. You're going to end up ruining something that could potentially be good because of your past or because of the words of other people. And she didn't even investigate. She just heard Hannah and was like, yup. Taylor goes and tells Nico a little bit of the conversation that he's been told, and Nico actually was pretty measured in his reaction. He could have blown up, but he didn't. He was just like, honestly, this is so annoying. Some of those things that I said, some of those things I said, some of those things are taken out of context. So he then is irritated. He wants to have a conversation with Mia, and Mia is just on Hannah's side.
What's Hannah saying to you, sorry?
You said something about love.
Okay.
You wrote on your audition paper here that you're looking for...
Did she finish off any of the sentences or just said those?
That's enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
why are you questioning us so much? On my fucking Yaya's grave, I have no feelings for Hannah. Why you take her word for it? I don't know her.
I like Hannah and she's one of my girlfriends.
It doesn't matter if you like her.
I was going to go home.
Just now? You don't know how she is. You've only known her for a week.
That thought did cross my mind, but I've gotten so close with Hannah over these past few days. I'm like, no.
Now, Mia said something that I do agree with. Did Nico have to say everything about the Margot Robbie thing, perfect type on paper before coming in? Like, that wasn't necessary. However, again, in context of that conversation, he was speaking about his feelings at the time. Feelings can change. And that's what I think both Hannah and Mia are not understanding. Should he have said it? Is it necessary? Not necessarily. However, take into account, he's relating to at the beginning of the process. He's talking to when he and Hannah were together, not where he stands today. Mia starts to walk herself off the ledge a little bit because, baby, she was ready to jump, okay? And Nico is now questioning her. He's like, well, is she immature? Because what's this about? He's in his confessional calling Hannah a fake bitch again. And it's like, Nico, come on. Like, and you got to pay attention to how people respond when they don't get their way. Like, I understand that he's frustrated and stuff, but the first time he said it, he was like, oh, I'm joking. I wouldn't ever say that. But here he is saying it again. When he said it the first time, he meant it, because here he is repeating it, you know? But anyways, he's starting to question if Mia is immature. It could be a maturity thing. It is definitely because she has a jaded past and she hasn't been able to work past that. She herself says it again, I struggle to trust men. And I actually trust the words of my girls before anybody else. Now, that makes sense on the outside. On the inside, you just met Hannah. She also has a past with your man. I would question the things that she's saying to me. Not to say that I completely throw it all out, you know, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, But you listen and you don't judge. You listen, and then you give your partner the chance to also say their side, and then you decide what you want to take as truth or not. And the blessing of all of this is that it is being documented. You can only hope that the producers are going to include it in the show, and then you can cross-reference after the fact. But to fully believe Hannah, who has given many reasons to not be trusted when it comes to her word, I'm just like, Mia, And Mia's very reactive. We've seen that a few times now. Like, she's very quick to want to try to find the faults in Nico. Babes, why are you with him then? Like, I don't understand that. Later on in bed, Mia says that she's actually happy they had this tiff because it gives her some clarity on how Nico feels about her. Nico, on the other hand, says that he's now doubting her. And I don't blame him. Nico had this problem even with Hannah. He would say something, Hannah would misinterpret it, and then just make him the villain instead of just giving him some time to, flesh out his thoughts. Now, did Nico also kind of respond reactively when he was with Hannah sometimes? I believe that he did. However, he has been with women so far in the villa who don't hear him out first. They always go straight to judging. And he questioned Hannah about that, and now he's questioning Mia again. I get it. She says that she fully trusts him now. I don't know how that happened in the span of a few hours, but okay. The next day they have a conversation again because Nico is still upset. This is where she reassures him that she does actually trust him, and next time she will consult him before just believing the word of somebody else. Yeah, I mean, in general, you should give your partner the benefit of the doubt. And if you feel like you can't give your partner the benefit of the doubt, that's a deeper issue. Because why do you go straight to, yup, every accusation about him is true? That means you're unsure already about your partner, and you need to investigate that. Then we have Sophie and Dylan. They've been trying to navigate things. The previous night they were in bed just wondering, like, do you want space? Do you not? And they cuddled, but in the morning he's kind of airing her. So she is the one who decides to approach him so they could hash it all out.
I don't know. I don't know if he wants to talk to me.
Oh.
Told you. He shuts down and closes off when, he's got excess emotions going on.
Sophie knows how I work. Communication is huge, and the fact she understands that is definitely a good sign.
I do apologize. I regret it.
Yeah, I know.
It's all love.
Please stop being an idiot.
I'll try my best.
You frustrate me.
I know.
Just give me an easy life, please.
I do think that it is good that Sophie has picked up on Dylan's patterns. I think it's great. However, some of Dylan's patterns, and this is where the people are going to be pissed off in the comments, whatever. Some of Dylan's patterns alludes to the potential of a toxic relationship, and unfortunately also the potential of an emotionally abusive relationship. And this is on both parts. Because Sophie would want to make herself look better initially rather than just coming out and telling the truth, that could be a problem in the future. Because Dylan, number one, would want to get you worse than you got him. That's toxic. And also, he would air you out, make you feel iced out until you act accordingly. If it was a situation where he just needed some time to process, fine. But because to me, it felt as if he was trying to deliberately punish Sophie, I'm thinking down the road, if this continues, it's only going to get worse. If you don't like somebody who gives analysis and reads into stuff, then click off the video from now, okay? From now. However, oftentimes you hear people who are in toxic relationships, whatever that may look like, whether it's the extreme or, something petty, they wonder how they got there. It's because of the warning signs like this. Somebody who isn't able to just tell the truth in your relationship, that's a warning sign. Somebody who wants to make you look dumb in front of people deliberately, that's a warning sign. Somebody who ices you out, who gives you the, the silent treatment, until you start to act according to what they deem as the way to act, warning sign. So am I saying that this is a toxic, emotionally abusive relationship? No. But does it have the potential to be if this pattern continues? Absolutely. In the evening, Sophie Monk comes and tells all the Islanders that the superfans have been voting. Guys, I promise you, next year I will keep my eyes out early so that we can sign up for the superfans. Some people in the comments were like, oh, the superfans are the producers. I do think the superfans can be the producers, but they also are real people, like real fans of the show. Next year, we're keeping our eyes open and we're signing up. Now, I think you do have to be a resident in Australia, but whatever, child, we'll finesse, okay? They've been voting for the most loved up couples, and the couples that got the least amount of votes are Jade and Zayn and Sophie and Dylan. Sounds about right to me. Then the remaining couples have to vote for who they want to dump based on the potential of longevity on the outside. So we have Kayla and Eric, who voted for Jade and Zayn to leave. Nico and Mia voted for Jade and Zayn to leave. And Taylor and Hannah voted for Jade and Zayn to leave, meaning they leave. That's it. The other couples didn't have to vote. I feel like I still wanted to know what their answer would have been. Just for messy sake, you know, love a little bit of mess. Zayn, it's about damn time. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy this man is going. I've been suffering for so. Oh, Jade, sorry girl, sorry to see you go. We didn't really get to know you that well, but honey, if you had to be the casualty to get Zayn out of here, then sayonara. Bye. In the next episode, listen. Now, I know I have said multiple times that Love Island Australia might be my favorite execution of Love Island, but oh my gosh, y'all are really staking that claim. They're gonna show the audition videos or like the vetting process videos to the Islanders. Oh, that's messy. It looks like everybody's gonna be in hot water. Also, I need the other Love Islands to do this too. This is good. This is a very, very good twist. I love it. So we'll see what the fallout from that will be. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.